In this tricky game for Campbell, it only took 2 minutes for Mason to play in a free kick for Williams, before he then turned provider for Dyson to put away the second of the game. Next up, we then hosted Maidstone in a game which took till a minute before half-time for Williams to break the deadlock. He then, 6 minutes into the second half, secured his brace before a third and final goal by Pedder on the 80th minute. The final game then saw us play fellow potential playoff side Yeovil, and much like the prior two, this game became the Williams show as he scored his fourth and fifth goals in 3 games. As well as the main team, this year our youths have been having a rather successful season, and when they headed away to Kings Lynn, this continued as a barrage of goals, including 2 from Haas and 1 each from Gordon, Chanza, Knowles and Clayton, as well as a McManus own goal, sealed both the win and the National Under-18s North East Championship. And so, keeping on with that theme of youth players, we are of course going to have a little look at our 3 brand new youth players from that youth intake. Trimmed it down, I think there was 5 in those top ones, but to be honest, there was missing a few key stats in those positions that they play. So, we narrowed it down to 3, and those 3 are of course Mark Nelson, George Nelson and Prince Gyamfi. I'm going for that. We'll just call him Prince, I guess. So first of all, let's start with the Prince himself. Of course, he's a central defender. He can play on the right-hand side, though, and he can even play a little bit of defensive mid. Does lack a little bit of crossing, so he's not going to be a wing back for us. He is simply going to be a central defender. And, well, he's pretty darn decent at that. He does need to hit the gym, though. As you can see, he's only got 5 on his strength. But the rest, pretty darn good. Aggression, 14. Gotta watch out for that. He's probably going to break a few legs. Now, we then have George Nelson. It says that he is a left back, but to be honest, he's more of a left-hand sided midfielder. As you can see, as a left back, in fact, if we go over to wing back, there we go, wing back on support, he does lack a little bit as a wing back. He can play it. He's decent as a wing back. He's a bit worse at fullback, but I would say he is more of a winger. If we have a little look at his winger ability, he is pretty darn solid at that, but he is going to have a little bit more of a competition for places there, as we also have Mark Nelson, and as you can see, he's already in the youth team playing at midfield left, and Mark Nelson is an attacking midfielder. He can also play in the centre. Last time I looked, he wasn't actually... Okay, the anticipation is his problem in terms of central midfield, so he's probably going to stay on that left-hand side. As you can see, though, he's got great dribbling. His physicals are okay, natural fitness of 12. He cannot jump to save his life, but his agility is 11. He's got decent passing, decent technical, and his work rate is a solid 13 as well. But we are, of course, here a little bit early. I did say we was going to play the playoffs in the last one, but if we have a little look at the league table, you will notice that we have the opportunity to go into one of these 2 top spots in the playoffs, providing Chesterfield or Wrexham lose their game. So I thought I'd bring us back a little bit early, because if we get into one of those spots, it saves us a whole game. Yes, we skip the first round of playoffs, because of course the first round of playoffs is 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th playing each other to then go through to their 2nd and 3rd. So without further ado, let's head on over to the stadium. So we have made it here into the dressing room ahead of today's game against Altrincham. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed in our attendance. There's about 1,500 here today, I believe, out of a roughly 8,000 capacity. Bit rough. I know we've guaranteed playoffs, but come on, fans, you've got to make the trip to Altrincham for this one. Like I previously said, we could make it into 2nd or 3rd and have to skip a complete game. So it could be a big one here today. Now in goal is Oluwayemi, backline of Mason, Sykes, Shipley and Carlin. Heaney and Williams as per usual on the wings, with Wright and Fletcher in central midfield. Pedder sitting behind Campbell, but there is one change to the bench now. We've got Jameson, Gibson, Fielding, Dyson and Ben. Now, Ben is coming on because Fielding can also cover that central defence role as well as central midfield, and I wanted a little bit more cover in those central attacking striker roles. So Williams, yes, if he flips round and goes up front for Campbell, it would also be nice if they both get tired to be able to substitute them. So we've got Dyson, he can play anywhere in attacking mid. We've got Ben, who really needs to play in that cam spot, although at a push he can play as a striker, although a striker who can't particularly finish. And then we, of course, like I said, have Fielding, who can play in central mid or central defence, and Gibson, who can play on either side of the wing backs. So without further ado, let's crack on with this one. Let's submit the team. We have plenty of tactical familiarity, although there is 3 players, as per usual, have a bit of an issue. It's not going to tell us. Okay, fine. Let's just crack on with it. Don't need to see. We don't care, game. We don't care. Just curious. Just a little bit curious. Now, Phil Parkinson is the manager we are going up against here today. And I feel like they're missing some players. They do have Vassell going out for Fitzpatrick, but I do feel like Altrincham is missing a couple of players. I might be wrong, but it does feel like that. Anyways, I think we need to show everyone that their recent praise is justified. Put on a real show. We're versing 14th in the league. Half of the lads are happy with that. That will do for me. Now let's go out there, let's get a result. We only need one of Chesterfield or Wrexham to slip up. Notts County, if you haven't noticed, by the way, we're top of the league. Yes, it was looking like Wrexham at first to win the league. It then looked like being Chesterfield, and now it looks pretty much guaranteed to be Notts County stealing the trophy in those last 3 or 4 games. But right now, can we steal the lead? No, because that was a very interestingly short highlight. Williams, though, here on the right-hand side, what can he do with this? He's going to pull it back for Fletch, but instead it's intercepted, and Glover is going to hoof it upfield. Hopefully, though, Shipley will just collect this one. He does. Now, my hat is digging into my head a little bit. He's going to play it across to Sykes. Now, Sykes running at them will just literally run up to right and then play it to him. Okay. Heaney, though, tries a ball across to Mason. Instead of a flat pass, maybe a through ball next time, my friend. Thankfully, they give us the ball back because they did feel a little guilty about intercepting that. Williams, though, nods it on to Campbell. Oh, that was a quick bit of danger here on the 8th. Nearly 9th. I guess it would have gone down as 9th because it's past the 30-second mark. And with this game, it's past the minute. So, goes to the next minute. Anyway, Mason whips it in. Williams. Thompson with a beautiful save. Beautiful save from Thompson. Not the Thompson I'm used to remembering this league by. I'm a little bit more old-fashioned. I remember this league back when Scarborough was up here. Back in the good old days. The not so good days, I guess. Back when they'd slipped from League 2 down back into the conference. Anyway, enough reminiscing about those good old days down at the McCain, or I should say up at the McCain, considering I'm here in Hull. But Fletcher over to Pedder on the halfway line, plays it back to Shipley. Shipley now cross to right. Right will play it back to Shipley. Shipley up to Pedder. Pedder now holding possession, gets it back to Fletcher. Fletcher now across to right. Right is holding it in the centre circle over to Pedder. Shipley now gets the ball up to Carling. Carling has Campbell inside. Finds him. Pedder's going to run on to the end of this. Can he do anything with it? He's got players in the middle. Whips it across. Heaney back post. Come on, Heaney is great at doing that. 17th goal of the season. What a beautiful cross and what a beautiful finish from Heaney. That is why he's our captain, ladies and gents. He gets on to the end of those. He's a beautiful player. And Pedder, great delivery. Tight angle. Nice bit of football there from the lads. Not bad. Not bad. Do need to have a little look at those other games, though. We are only quarter of an hour into this one, but nice little start to it. Now Pollard will get it over to the senior citizen. Now it's coming down this right hand side, played all the way back to the senior citizen though. He's going to play it inside to Patton. Patton's going to get it to Glover in the centre circle. Now what's Glover's plan? Plays it up to Williamson. Williamson to Colclough. He's going to play it over to Berry McNally. Berry McNally going to whip one back post. Colclough. Colclough is just going to bring it down. He's probably going to have to cross it back himself. He does. Wellens. We've got to stop him from just doing cross after cross after cross, because eventually someone will put it in the net. Eventually. and Altrincham. Please, get less players with such long and awkward names. Anyway, Campbell, counter-attack. Let's go. Left-hand side. Bombing it down the wing. Will he be caught? Just keeps it in play. Fitzpatrick will poke it out for a throwing though. Now, how are the other games going? We're not going to have a moment to check because we are back in. Carlin throws it into Williams. It's back to Carlin. He plays it short to Fletcher. Carlin whips it in. Back post. Can he score again? No, he's beaten in the air. But Wright will collect it here on the left-hand side. He plays it out to Mason. Mason on the edge of the area. Now back to Wright. Right back to Mason once more. Now, nice little 1-2 with Wright. Maybe through ball back to Mason. No, he's going inside to Fletcher. Interesting choice. Sykes now finds Shipley in the centre circle. Fletcher will play it up to Pedder. Pedder now to Campbell. He's got a darting run. Heaney though. Ooh, nice little run there. Nice little run from Williams. Don't know why I didn't recognise him, but Williams. Chesterfield's 2-0 up in their game. Okay, Wrexham's 1-0 up in theirs as well. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Chesterfield is the one I was probably banking on most to slip up because they were playing Harrogate, and I believe Harrogate is in about 9th position. Harrogate gave us a decent game. We beat them, but they did put up a bit of a fight. Now Williams off the woodwork, and it's away. So currently still sitting in third. Ball up to Heaney. It's cleared away though. Pedder will collect this one. Now what will Pedder do with it here on this left-hand side? He's used to being in the middle, of course. He's going to play it over to Wright. Now Wright over to Mason. Mason usually on that left-hand side. Plays over to Fletcher. Now to Pedder. Pedder will just hold up possession. Plays it back to Wright. Ball up to Campbell. Campbell's got Heaney running behind him. Instead he goes to Fletcher though. Pedder up to Campbell. Plays the ball across to Carlin. Carlin's got Williams. Okay, you've just... Interesting. Okay, I am lost for words. I am lost for words. Carlin kicks the ball at Williams, and then Pedder scores an absolute beauty. Look at that, he blasts it. I don't know if that's Williams not getting out the way, but Pedder, my friend. Beautiful bit of football. Goalkeeper probably should have done more. He was in a position to get a hold of it. But what a bullet of a shot from Pedder. Now, Wellens gets it up to Colclough. Colclough to Williams. Through ball to Colclough. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. He's got a tight angle though. And thankfully, Oluwayemi can make the save. 2-0 up here after 30 minutes. But Colclough looking to deliver in across. Now it's telling us about Paul Mullings getting that goal for Wrexham. What? York dropped down to 4th. Was already... Okay. Wrexham's now 2-0 up against Eastleigh. Tom Pett just scored on the 27th minute. Okay, so still in 4th. Wrexham currently winning their game. Chesterfield, of course, winning theirs. Although Harrogate has pulled one back. It's 2-1 in that one. Come on, Harrogate, get the comeback at home. Fletcher, though, ball up to Campbell. He gets it up to Pedder. Pedder now turns, gets it over to Heaney. He's made a great run. Heaney! Keep your shot down, Heaney. Keep it down, my friend. As you can see, by the way, everyone is having a great game. Fletcher is lagging behind everyone a little bit. Oh, no, sorry, Carlin. 6.5. 6.5 Carlin. Okay. Maybe he's not having such a good game, but generally speaking, the team is playing well. So, I think everyone's putting on a real show, especially you, Pedder, an 8.3. And, of course, that absolute beauty of a goal now. With that 6.5, I think we should take Carling off. Heaney's also on a yellow card and a bit tired. He's recovering from a knock. Well, you know what? Heaney, rest up. You've got a long playoff ahead of you. So Dyson, come on, show what you can do. I think Dyson as an inside forward on that side might be a better suggestion now. So put him on inside forward, put him on support. Let's get a kick-off highlight as Glover plays it into Wellens. Now Wellens in the centre circle, played over to Glover. It's now with Williamson. Barry McNally running at the defence. He's going to bomb it down this left-hand side. Plays it inside to Wellens. Wellens now ball up. Carlin intercepts it though. Williams to Fletcher. Pedder tries the ball over the top, but it's just missed. Now we do have a throw. Shipley will collect it from Carling, throwing it in. But what will Shipley do with it? Well, he's going across to Sykes this time, who's going to go all the way back to Oluwayemi. Now, Shipley plays it over to Carlin. Williams on this right-hand side tries a chipped ball on, a little bit too deep into their defence though. It's intercepted. Glover gets it over to Wellens, and Berry McNally will try and come down this left-hand side. Plays it inside to Glover. Now all the way back to their centre-back, over to Fitzpatrick on this left-hand side. Patton plays it again back to their central defender, but this time he's going to run straight at us. That might leave a little bit of space behind if we can hit them on the counter-attack. As the ball is played over here to Colclough, Mason wins it, gets it Sykes. Now right, can we get a ball over the top? Fletcher tries it. Unfortunately though, their defence has got back. Nodded down for Patton, he gets it to Glover. Glover's going to try one over the top to Berry McNally. Berry McNally on one-on-one. James Berry McNally has just gone and pulled one back for Altrincham. It's 2-1 now. Lads, don't lose concentration, please. We've got a chance. Although Harrogate has just conceded a third. Chesterfield is now 3-1 against Harrogate. We also have the game, Notts County's drawing with Torquay, by the way, 0-0. Wrexham, where is Wrexham? What's happened to the Wrexham game? It's disappeared. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to find out what's going on with Wrexham at the moment. That's just decided to disappear on us, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, are we going to get back game? Oh, you're going to let me zoom, but you're not going to let me... Okay, I see what you're doing, game. I see what you're doing. Colclough, going to run down this right-hand side. We are about 5 minutes from our usual substitution time. I'm sorry, whips it into Williams. And Oluwayemi will just collect it. Right. Maybe chill the voice down a little bit, you know. Got a bit of a tickly cough. Bromley 4-1 up. Pedder will whip one in. We are going to make substitutes after this one. I think I'm going to put a little bit of a pause in as well. Because, yeah, my throat really tickly right now. Mason, though, coming down this left-hand side. And so we return from this unscheduled break as I stop dying on camera with my tickly throat. It is still there a little bit, but I think I've sorted it for the most part. Now we are going to make substitutes, like I said, in just a minute. Dyson right now going to play a ball through to Mason, though, which looks rather similar to the previous play. Plays it to Dyson, though. Nice little 1-2 with them. Back to Mason. There was a player on the edge of the box. Instead, he whips it into Williams. Williams cannot put it away. And we are going to put some players away as we take them off the pitch now. Is it actually going to show us the game this time? Are we going to be able... No, we still can't see what's going on in the Wrexham game, but I assume they're winning, considering there are 2 points above us still. So we are going to head on in here. Campbell is on a yellow card. Right. We've got Fletcher a little bit tired. Williams is tired, and so is Pedder. Righty. Carlin, by the way, struggling, so we're going to get him off for Gibson. That is our first point of call. Dyson's having a rough one since coming on with his 6.5. Ben, how are you on the wing? I'm curious to how you are on the wing, because it's been a while since I've used you. And as a winger, you're pretty darn good. So you know what? No. Game. Relax. Pedder's tired. He's having an amazing game, though. I'm tempted to take Dyson, shove him in the middle. Williams, how are you feeling? Campbell he's on the yellow card, but he's not the tiredest. Williams is a little bit tired, though. So Dyson, you go over there. Ben can go on this side. Swap him to being a winger. Bit of a downgrade, but it does freshen up our wing. So we've got two fresh wingers. We've got a fresh right-hand-sided defender. Hopefully they don't go up the gut on us, but we should be able to bomb down the wing. We've got plenty of pace now on this right-hand side. Bit more on the left-hand side. Plenty of fresh people out on the wings who can hopefully bomb past their tired wing-backs and get us some nice crosses in for Campbell to put away. Now Fletcher, he's going to pull it back to Shipley. Ball up to Pedder. Pedder, nice through ball to Campbell. He's got a running player in Williams. Williams, of course, has not gone off quite yet. Oh, he almost went off by capping it with a goal. They're going for a double substitution as well. There's going to be a lot of brand new faces on this pitch as Byrne and Gibson come on for Williams and Carlin. Mason whips it in, nodded away. Gibson will collect this one, plays it. Okay, maybe take a little more time, Gibson. Let Mason get back on side, then play it. Just an idea. Just an idea. Thompson, though, will hoof it up. And Shipley decides he's not going to bother running for that and tells Sykes to go back for it instead. He's going to play up to Pedder now with Dyson. Dyson back inside. Dyson's got a run on this right-hand side. Instead, he doesn't go to Gibson, though. He goes back to Fletcher. Shipley up to Pedder now. Campbell's going to turn. Passes it to Byrne. Byrne from range. Oh, that was a beautiful shot, but an even better save. Thompson, don't know why you ran around that side of the ball, though. You gave us a corner for no reason. Can we capitalise? Mason whips it in. Dyson doesn't get onto it. It flies over his head as Senior has cleared it away. Okay. That would have been rather interesting if we managed to score from that one. The goalkeeper giving us a corner we didn't really particularly need to be given. He could have just kept standing at the right side of the pitch, you know, not stand off the pitch when he picks up the ball, but that was his prerogative, I guess. Vassell is going to come at us, though, from defence. Drives the ball over top to Williamson. Can we get a save? Oh, IME. Thankfully, this game probably isn't going to matter. I think this game isn't going to matter with the Wrexham one, but nevertheless, Harrogate's pulled one back, by the way. 2 goals for them in that one. Unfortunately, though, it's 4-2 to Chesterfield. We are going to go attacking, though, against Altrincham, and I am going to demand more, because this is not what we want. This is not what we want. Right. So, demand more, and hopefully the lads can turn it around for the remainder of this game. Now, Mason will throw it in. We've dropped to 5th, in fact. Pedder whips it in. Campbell. This could be important. This could be important. I completely forgot. If we drop points and Southend catch up. So, okay. Shipley nods it on to Dyson. Dyson now inside to Campbell. Can he get past his man? Campbell, yes, out wide to Gibson. Gibson now will hold possession, pulls it back for Fletcher. Fletcher now cross to Shipley. Shipley up to Pedder. Pedder, nice through ball to Dyson. Can he score from this? Come on, Dyson. Oh, we've had so many opportunities. So many. We've got 4 additional minutes to work with here today. And it's going to be a corner taken by Mason. 93rd minute. We've got 1 more minute left of this game. Mason whips it in. Pierce will nod it away. But Shipley gives up. Okay. Williamson now on the counter-attack, coming down this left-hand side. Gets past his man. Colclough now plays it to Glover. Up to Williamson. Williamson is just going to turn. Pulls it back to Patton. Patton now up to Pierce. Pierce is going to turn back at us, though. We are rather clustered in this centre. Is someone going to make a tackle? He's going to play it back out to Glover. Glover now up to Colclough. Colclough is going to play inside to Williamson. Now back to Patton. Patton is just going to hold possession. It looks like they're just trying to burn the clock. Altrincham, I'm not happy with you doing this. Mess up? Oh, that would have been a beauty. Play all the way back to the goalkeeper. He messes up and concedes. Byrne, though, counter-attack. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Come on, can we do this right at the death of the game? Byrne, no. Of course. The ref just cuts it there. Of all the places on the pitch, he cuts it when we're in an opportunity to score. Okay, ref. Okay. I see. You better not be refereeing any of our playoff games. You better not be. But I think it's time to go head on over and have a little look at who we are going to get in those first playoff games. Okay, so as you can see, Notts County did sneak into the 100-point club in the end. Wrexham and Chesterfield held their positions. We then had Southend sneak above us, thanks to Altrincham getting that equaliser. And Crawley snuck into the playoff picture, knocking Solihull Moors down by 1 point. that's got to be gutting because Solihull Moors was in that 7th spot for a good bit. Crawley, to be fair to them though, we're chasing in 8th for a while as well. So it's Chesterfield, Wrexham, Southend, York, Yeovil and Crawley in the playoffs. We are of course at home to Yeovil, which means Southend gets Crawley at home, which will be an interesting one. And then the winners of those games will progress to the next round alongside Chesterfield and Wrexham. So hopefully you join us back here as we take on Yeovil at home in the next one. I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night and goodbye.